It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we'll see the Aviators, bruising running back. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Aviators and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Aviators of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out in the 3rd year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 16 carries, 67 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though. He knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The give is to McLaughlin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded. Now a hit. Loose football. Looks like one of the DBs has it.
That's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to give him about 5 yards. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
I'll look that up later. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left.
play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start out here with an action left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. A short one to the tight end Troutman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. Now Williams running left. He's just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. He moves it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Touchdown, Broncos! Marvin Mims, 30 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Into a sea of defenders are intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Jones finds Dulcich on the left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They try the left side here with Williams. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Jones now on 1st and 10. It's taken by Dulcich. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 4. Now again up the middle to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Jones. Forward right, caught by Dulcich. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I mean, you know what, I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me...
Take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll drop to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one on a 1st down. 6. Here's second down at a yard. They'll fake it out of Joe Smith, but instead they'll affect the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line and pregame. Get used to the ground shaking. See that trick and flip when it happens in the game.
Given 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll, and this drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and just 6 carries to this point. Perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Look at those tricks are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 14. A 10-play drive that time, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Bring him down at the 20. They get a run back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. And a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the error pass. 4th down coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taking it about the 36. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Guy's target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
How many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass train in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
Touchdown. Raymond Hurst, 25 yards for a touchdown. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Dicker down and tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he returns this to the 22. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. And they're able to get this one past the 45. 12 yards that time for number 12 as Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Great effort there. 64 yards. And the Aviators will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offensive coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm quarterback Smokey and the Bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them make this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Jones. For Keller, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a two-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. The Patriots are down to their final 3 games if they want to salvage a victory somewhere as they fall to 0-13. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Geno Smith has thrown a touchdown pass.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing.
It's free going down the left side. It's a full race. And for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Aviators come right out of the locker room and score in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not going to see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. Quickly here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, this offense's interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The extra point try now from Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this play, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. From the left side here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. They shakes it off. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Escapes the sack. Rifles one. That's going to be loose. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And not much happening there. He's taken down. A late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
That's helped them extend their lead. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Big play there! 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Aviators get a Nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Jones throw here caught by Mims. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 36, Jones. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that because so many times you go into the half after playing well and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
A pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Now this throw caught left side. There he goes again. Touchdown. Great effort there. Dynamo sets the block 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Aviators will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the player run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back now here on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch call for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but I mean, they are deserving as they start another series to be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth. Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved in the offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now he'll try to run with this. And the stop here will come at the 48-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Hands it off out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew there'd be situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Denver. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. He will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, probably this is a unit that knows they're getting this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Dicker down, attack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of a yard. And the Broncos first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jones. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, Let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they get clobbered. That's his way of putting it behind them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And they're going option play on 3rd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Anchorage, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5 and 8, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2 and 11, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.